Good morning. Damn, everybody. Hello. You guys came in pretty fast. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Y'all came in pretty quickly. Everyone came storming in, banging down that door. How y'all doing today? Joshua, how are you? Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. What's going on, sis? How's it going for you, Rhonda? Good morning from Ohio. Sean, what's going on? Drizzy Goat, how you doing? Guys, I'm en route to. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I got my coffee. Y'all already know. You guys already know the tea. Oh, thank you. My energy is not always the best though. So some days I get on here and I'm like, I'll be transparent and be like, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not having a great day. You know. But I normally don't wake up in a funk normally. But sometimes I do wake up in my feelings thinking like, oh my God, I'm tired of my life. I'm tired, not tired of my life in the way where I want to, be off this earth, but tired of this routine that I'm on. Because I'm not even going to lie, y'all. Even when I had my apartment, sometimes I would just wake up and I would be like, yo, I'm tired of this. I do the same freaking thing every day and I'm bored. I'm bored. So that's when I know I need to like venture off and do something else. Like I'm kind of over my routine of getting up, going to this gym. Like I need a different thing. I need another avenue. So I need to hopefully in the new year I could try like jujitsu. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like bored. I'm bored. I go to work because I have to, but I'm bored with my lifestyle right now. And of course the shelter, of course I don't like it there, but that's kind of is what it is. So I just need something different. So I need to probably join another gym that has like more amenities, maybe like a pool or a jacuzzi or a sauna. But of course, if you join a gym like that, they cost more money. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm like, I'm at a point where I'm bored right now. I need to change somewhere. So sometimes imperfections are the perfect timing. Yeah. But I'm a well-rounded person. I'm normally in a great mood most of the time. But I always look at life as life. My life is life. And my situation kind of is what it is for right now. So I'm driving y'all. So if it starts buffering, y'all already know why, okay? If it starts buffering, I know a lot of people just end up leaving. So I'm sorry, I can't really help that. But one day I will be mobile enough to like, do a live stream. I haven't really been trying to do this too much because it's too cold out here to sit in my car and be doing a live stream and talking. Sometimes it's cold out, but sometimes it's not too bad in the car and I could withstand, I could do it. So, but that's the only place I'm able to really do a live stream. Like yesterday I went to the library and I was trying to fix my laptop that I have this it's a cheaper HP laptop, but it's not letting me connect to the internet. It's not letting me connect to Wi-Fi. And then my tablet is not working because I probably need a new screen on that. So I'm like, oh my God, both of my things are down. Like my laptop is down, and then my iTablet, my iPhone, whatever you call those things, my my tablet is down. So I'm like, damn, all the things I need to do to really just be looking at stuff at work and everything is down. And certain things at work I don't want to do on my work computer because I don't want to get myself in trouble. So certain things at work I don't want to be looking up because if they ever want to sweep, like do a sweep at work, the first thing they're going to do is try to look at the computer history and see what you've been doing. You know what I mean? Oh, well, we see you haven't been working because we see you on these websites trying to find another job. Like, I would never go to my job and try to find another job. I just wouldn't do that. Because whenever HR want to do their little investigation on you or if they want to try to get rid of you, they're going to go to that computer and see what you've been doing. But good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm going back to work today. I was off Monday. I was off Sunday and Monday. And as you guys know, I did not go to church. I stuck to my guns. I told y'all I want to find me a new church for myself, and I'm going to be looking for that too. So I think it would be best for me to find a new church to go to. And I don't really want to find another church, to be honest. It breaks my heart that I have to like make a decision like that. I need to chill on beer gaming while I'm not working. Well, yeah, cut down on the beer, man, because It ain't no good for you anyway. I'm trying to reboot your laptop. Might be a corrupted driver. I did try to reboot it yesterday a few times. I reset it, and it's not even giving me the option to connect to Wi-Fi. And it's so weird because when I first bought it, I had it. When did I get this computer? I think I got this computer during my homelessness, right? So I only had the computer maybe 6 months or so. So it was on Wi-Fi before, and now it doesn't even give me an option to connect. They're talking about the Einhart cable. Is it called the NJHomeless or the E cable? They're talking about something about that. But if I'm in the library, I can't connect straight to the Wi-Fi box because it's a library. So it's not letting me connect my Wi-Fi. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I've been looking at YouTube videos, but they're not really being clear enough on what the issues are. And I don't want to take it to a computer shop and have to pay them $100 just for them to figure it. Like I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out on my own. I reset it and I did everything, and it's still kind of like not even giving me the option to connect the Wi-Fi. So I'm like, oh my God, it's always something. And then my iTablet, my tablet is not working. And my tablet is only like maybe not even like 2 years old, maybe. It's not even 2 years old. I got this tablet when I was homeless in the beginning when I was living with my niece. So the tablet is probably like a year old, but I was being cheap and I didn't get the warranty. And here I am. So sometimes we got to get that warranty because I didn't get the warranty on it. There's a fine line with the mad business. Take me to church, y'all. I'm gonna find a church, y'all. I'm gonna find a church. I just gotta find a church away from my sister, away from my. Because if I see my sister, I don't want to be triggered. I'm not gonna hurt her or anything. I would never do anything to my sister in any kind of way, like lay my hands on her. But I'm gonna be triggered because I don't like her husband. You know what I'm saying? Because he got something to say too. Because that's his wife. You know what I'm saying? And I say sometimes husband and wife could be doing stuff that church people be lying, man. So I just be looking at y'all like y'all think y'all perfect. Y'all be in church lying too. Like stop, cause y'all try to judge people that's not in church and stuff like that. Like y'all better. Like stop it. So I don't really want to see her face. But I also don't want to stunt my growth, within church. I don't want to go to a new church. I don't like new stuff. I don't like to like if I have to move around at my job, and I do move around in my job a lot, like different locations and stuff like that. I don't like newness because I don't want to have to get to know like a whole bunch of new people. I'm not like the most friendliest person, but I'm not mean. But I'm kind of like an introvert, right? I'm normally the person kind of sitting back watching. I watch the room. I'm not really that person that's talking a lot. I sit back and I'm watching people, and that's how my personality is. But if I get to know you, it's ball game. But for the most part, I'm sitting back and I'm watching the room. I don't need a whole bunch of people like saying anything to me. I'm cool over here by myself. That's just how I always kind of been. But I'm a nice person. Like when I get to know you and stuff like that, it's different. But for the most part, when I'm a new person, I don't know anybody in the room. I'm not going to be that person to go up to greet everyone. I'm just kind of like sitting over there chilling on my own. Like I'm trying to read the room, y'all. I'm trying to read the room. But I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. I can't complain. Getting some stuff out of the way, and in moderation is okay. I applied to go out to the boats today. 12 weeks at sea. What do you think? Oh, that sounds fun. 12 weeks at sea. That sounds nice. I wish I could do 12 minutes. You should look up your computer model. Looks up the drivers and look at the wireline drivers and download and install. Oh, okay. I might have to do that. Okay, I'll do that. I'm not really a computer person, but I'm learning. I'm learning to try to take care of things on my own because when you're able to take care of things on your own, you don't have to pay someone. And even my tablet, um, I don't even know how to take a tablet apart to fix the screen myself. So I'm going to have to pay somebody to do that. But then somebody's like, "Good morning, how you doing, Annie?" Um, Anything that anybody's going to do to my tablet, I got to pay them for it. So I might have to just put that in the shop and see how much he's going to charge me to fix the screen. If I can find the screen, I can't find the screen on Amazon, so I gotta get that. I just gotta get my tablet and my laptops mobile enough. That way, when I go to these libraries, I'm able to use my own stuff. Because I don't like to go to the library and have to use the library stuff. I don't like that. So yesterday, I went on remember I told you my ex-roommate, the one that I lived with after my niece had kicked me out. So I reached out to my ex-roommate because I don't have her cell phone number in my phone anymore. So I reached out to her on Facebook, very respectful. I said, "Hey, how you doing? I hope all is well." I said, "Do I have any mail at your house or anything?" Because her address is still my home, my regular address only because of the county. I want to stay in that county. So I keep her address, temporarily. So I told her, I said, I'm going to be having something coming to your house that's kind of important within the next week or so. So I said, when that arrives, can you just please let me know so I can come and pick it up? And it's my YouTube stuff, because YouTube is going to be mailing me like I think it's a PIN number, because I was monetized before in the past with YouTube, and I got paid from YouTube again. So they're going to send me a PIN number. When I get that PIN number, I have to report that number back to YouTube. But I told her, I said, when this thing comes, can you just give me a call so I can come and pick it up? I said, you could just put it outside the door. I don't need to see you or not. I didn't say that to her, but I was just telling her, I said, it's something important that I want to pick up the next week or so. And I did tell her I changed my address, which I didn't, but she thinks I did. But I have to change my address really soon. Yeah, something's different. I hope I get the job. Never been out for a gambling guy. Sounds like I could stack up some cash, but that's hard work. I just pretend I'm Jesus for 12 weeks. You just pretend you're Jesus for 12 weeks. I'm okay, thank you. Recovering from being in the hospital for 8 days. Oh man, I hope you feel better. Oh, I never had pneumonia no more. How do you even get pneumonia? Is pneumonia something that's, I know it's is it something with your breathing, like have something to do with your respiratory? I think it's like a respiratory thing, right? Pneumonia. Thank God I never had it. Thank God. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Rest up. Make sure you hydrated. But I love that you guys are here and you guys are talking to me. And so I'm building a really supportive thing over here. I love you guys. And I know it's probably going to be buffering soon because I'm driving. But I still do my live streams every day. I've been kind of a little bit kind of sporadic with them because sometimes, girl, it's winter out here. So my car is the only place that I can really do a live stream at. I can't really do a live stream anywhere else. That's why I can't wait to get to my own place again, because I could set up me like a YouTube area, and I could set up my desk and set up my laptop and get my home computer up again. I just can't wait to do all that again. That way I can like edit my videos and things are going to get a lot better. But I got to be mobile, man. But some people do be producing some good content not being mobile. Because there's some content creators that live on the road and they still produce really, really good top of the line content. So I don't have it like that yet. So I'm not at that point, but I've been on YouTube for a long time. I don't really care about the edits and all that stuff, but sometimes I do want to do a vlog and edit it, because I have two really nice cameras that's in my storage that I can't use because I can't have everything in my car. SD cards, and I have to edit the videos on my laptop. I don't get to libraries and stuff that often. There's just so much still going on in my life that I don't really talk about. But some things it's not for you to talk about like in the moment. Some things it's good to talk about once you've gotten over that thing. So I'm going to explain so much more to y'all once I get over a lot of other humps that I have in my life. But right now, everything is just geared towards, homelessness, me being in a homeless shelter, and just try to encourage people. Because there's a lot of people that watch me that say, hey, I'm homeless right now, or, I live in a homeless shelter, or I'm living with family and I hate it. And, everybody's going through something different. But I always try to encourage you that if you are a person and you're living in a homeless shelter or you're living with family, I've been there. If you live in your car, I've been there. Even though I lived in my car in the summertime, it wasn't too bad, but it was hot. I think I stayed in my car for like 33 days. And then I stayed in my car during the fall season. Before I went to the shelter I'm in now, I did stay in my car for 3 nights. And it was cold, I'm not going to lie. I had the hand warmers and stuff, but it wasn't as cold as it is now. Like right now, I couldn't do it. Just I would be having to stay at a hospital or something. And I don't even think they let homeless people hang out at hospitals. I don't even think they let you stay there because they be trying to tell you to leave. But some people don't have nowhere to go to. So what do you do? If I seen a homeless person in the hospital, as long as they're not bothering me or being disrespectful or anything like that, I wouldn't care if they stayed. But I know a lot of these places are kicking people out. Like even like fast food restaurants. They said if you go into like a Burger King or something, they only let you stay in there for like maybe an hour. And then they try to tell you, oh, it's time for you to go or whatever. And that's not right. Because they know it's a lot of homeless people out here in the world. And they know homeless people is going to like gather at like libraries, Walmarts, anywhere that you can stay warm. That's where people are going to be gathered to. Even that's what comes with the manufacturer. Manufacturer's warranty. Oh yeah, the manufacturer's warranty is only a year though. Just call the company and see how to go about getting it repaired. Yeah, I'm gonna call them. I gotta call Apple. I didn't really want to call Apple because I know they're gonna try to finagle their way in there somehow. Because I'm like, well, it's not even 2 years old yet. So, but I gotta get it fixed because that's how I, with my jobs and certain apps I don't have on my phone, I have on my tablet. So, like when people say, "Oh, I sent you a Cash App," sometimes I don't really see it unless I look at my email or if I go on my other phone because I have two cell phones, but I only have another phone that's not like it's not a phone that I could talk on. It's just a backup phone. Since I do YouTube, it's always good to have an extra cell phone on you because I produce a lot of content, a lot of videos, a lot of this, a lot of that. So it's always good for me to have a second phone. But I can't wait to get mobile because when I get my own place, y'all gonna see my YouTube stuff is going to just go through the roof. It's gonna get better. But right now, I'm not mobile enough to even edit anything. And I know how to edit videos, but I can't. I can do it from my phone, and I can put an editor on my phone. But I don't really want to pay for it because when you edit stuff and you get a good video editor, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for it. Gotta pay for that, and I'm not really trying to pay for a YouTube editor. I mean, even though you can get a good editing system and pay a certain amount for like 1 year, because I know a lot of the big YouTubers that be having them nice videos and stuff like that, they be using Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Premiere is not cheap. From what I'm hearing. And child, if I had Adobe Premiere, I'd be so intimidated by using Adobe Premiere because Adobe Premiere is like one of the top editing softwares that they have in the world, like one of the top. And I'm sure there's other ones, but Adobe is what everybody be gravitating to. But Adobe Premiere is expensive. Yeah, I like it. I go through it every day, facing my demons. You're gonna be all right, man. I do a lot of water fasting for 2 to 3 days. I'm not working. I need to stack up some cash, like real. You'll be all right, man. You just keep one foot in front of the other. That's all you can really do. Are you a fan of LeBron James? That's my guy. I don't really watch basketball. I mean, I respect them. I respect any good athletes or whatever, but I'm not really a sports girl. I'm not really a sports girl. I don't really sit around and watch sports. I don't have time. I'm too busy out here trying to survive. I think even when I had my apartment, I wasn't really like checking for sports figures or anything. I was too busy out here trying to make money, trying to live. I got my little things that I like to do. I'm a YouTube person. I'm a heavy YouTube watcher. I watch a lot of YouTube. I also make YouTube, but I also am a heavy. I watch YouTube. YouTube is like my TV, so I love watching YouTube. And I've been in the YouTube realm for I think 14 years because I have my other YouTube channel and stuff like that. I don't actively do anything on that channel, but that channel now has I think it's like 1,900 subscribers, but I don't use that channel, so I don't use it at all. It's like a dead channel, so I could revive it if I want to, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, I'm not into sports. I respect the sports figures and all that, but I don't really watch sports. Like I don't even watch female. I like basketball. Like if I was in a relationship with someone and he was like, "Hey, watch sports with me," I would, but it's not really my first thing. So I would watch it if someone asked me to, "Hey, can you watch this game with me or whatever?" I would sit down and watch, but I'm not really a fan because I just have other things that I could really be doing. But some people are avid sports watchers, so nothing wrong with that. Everybody has something that they enjoy. Me, I enjoy YouTube, so. Even though I make my own YouTube content, I'm very heavy in these YouTube streets. I be at the gym listening to YouTube videos. Like I'm crazy about YouTube. YouTube is like my it's like my television, my cable that I never I think I dropped my cable when I was living on my own. I dropped my cable television like 10 years ago. I just dropped the cable and I never looked back because there's nothing on TV but a whole bunch of garbage. So nothing but a whole bunch of garbage. And I'm doing a countdown to spring, y'all. I'm like, oh God, we got what, 3 months left? We got we got the rest of December, then we got January, we got February. It still be cold in March too. It starts probably trying to warm up a little bit in April. But yeah, in March it still be a little cold out here. But I would say December, January, February, March. That's the coldest times of the winter season. Cause shoot, I remember when I was younger, I hated winter. Like I literally would cry if I had to go outside in the cold. But as you get older, things change a little bit with the winter because you be needing that little bit of cold, cool air. But child, I'd be like, I do not like the cold. I do not like the cold. But yeah, if you guys are new here, let me know where you guys are watching me from, what state or country. You don't have to share if you don't want to share. You don't have to speak if you don't want to speak. If you just want to watch, that's fine too. I don't really, I don't get upset. I have a lot of people that just sit back and watch me, and that's no problem. Some people don't communicate. You don't have to. It's okay. If you want to share, you can share the video. If you don't want to share, you don't have to worry about sharing. I don't put no pressure on nobody. The only thing I do ask is if you guys did not give me a thumbs up, could you please give me a thumbs up, please? Because that helps people find my channel. I'm growing every day, y'all. I be getting subscribers every single day because I put in the work. The work is being put into this channel. So I mainly talk about my homeless situation, even though I don't think I said anything about the shelter this morning. So you guys don't know, I live in a homeless shelter in the United States of America. And I've been in the homeless shelters now for almost 3 months. It's been three to 4 months. I don't know the exact dates and stuff, but I think I went into my other homeless shelter sometime in August. No, was it August? I don't even remember. I'm gonna get the dates straightened out. That's what I was like. I gotta figure out when I went to my other homeless shelter, when I left that shelter, and when I went to this shelter, and just being here now. So I want to get all my dates fixed up because I want everything to just be cohesive. You know, I want it all to come together. Like, okay, I got evicted out of my apartment this time. I moved in with my niece at this date. Moved out from my niece's house. Moved in with my friend and I stayed with her for a couple of months. And then after her, I went back. I was back and forth in hotels a lot too. I stayed in a lot of hotel rooms, and then I stayed in an extended stay, and I went back and forth to that extended stay maybe like 3 times. And I had to leave because I ran through all my savings. I did have a savings, like being homeless when I was living with my niece. I had a savings because I had some extra money that I had. But when you having to stay in and out of hotel rooms, that savings starts to dwindle really, really fast. So because homeless people still got bills. Like, I don't know no homeless people that say I don't have no bills, because I still have bills to pay. And I'm grateful that I don't have to worry about paying rent or anything right now. But I still have bills, honey. Bills are still effective in my life. Yes, they are. So I still got bills to pay. Bills to pay. Bills to pay. But I'm in a good spirit today, y'all. I didn't really want to go live today because at first I was like, I don't feel like it today. But I don't want to start slacking on my YouTube channel because I'm doing really good. I'm doing really well for myself right now. The views are up, my subscribership. I get subscribers literally every day. And when you like what you're doing, it gets to be a little bit different. I like this. I like YouTube. I've been in YouTube for like, what, almost 15 years now. So I like communicating and talking to people and getting to know people and getting to know your story. Getting to know your story, because we all have a story. So my story is I was evicted out of my apartment in January of 2024, and here I am still standing. Good morning, lady. How you doing, sis? I'm in the south and it's freezing. Yeah, it's cold. I hear you. Like your energy. Best times are ahead. Super excited. What's ahead? Yeah. I watched. I don't remember the last time I watched the Super Bowl, but now, if I had my own apartment and I was probably, had a relationship or something, I would cook at home. Like, I would make everything that you could pick up, like the wings and stuff. I would make all that at my house. You know what I'm saying? I would make the little finger foods because that's what people eat during the Super Bowl, little finger foods. So, and I'm a cooker and I like to serve people. I like to have people eat my food. I love that because I can cook. So I love to have like my family eating my food because they're like, oh my God, this is good. I would make my little potato salad, everything from scratch. So I will cook for the Super Bowl. And I will watch it only because it's the Super Bowl. But for the most part, you know, I'm really not a sports person, but I would cook a little something extra for Super Bowl. Because it's an exciting time for people, you know what I mean? Everybody's so excited about the Super Bowl but I'm not really a sports girl. But it's fun. It's fun to watch people have fun. It's fun to watch people have fun. Evicted for what reason? Evicted because I violated my lease. I violated my lease. It was a lease violation. Lease violation. They can evict you for lease violations. Every eviction is not always because you didn't pay your rent. Some people always be thinking like when you get evicted, oh, she didn't pay her rent. If you violate that lease, they can evict you for that too. So that might look better for me when it's time for me to get a place. If they see that it wasn't money, that could help me. That could work in my favor too. So, and the reason I don't try to go find an apartment right now because I can't afford to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So people are like, "Oh, you doing anything about a place?" I said, "You need money to find a place. Like you need the finances first of all. Your finances have to be in order because they want to see what your income is and they want to see if you're able to pay the rent. If I come in right now with the income I have now and the bills that I have, I can't afford to pay that rent. So I'm trying to add another job onto what I already have. Add my YouTube income because when I start getting paid from YouTube, that's going to be an income for me. So that's going to be added to my income, which is great. I have my soap business that I'm trying to get back off the ground. So it's a lot of things that I'm doing behind the scenes that I don't even talk about. I'm just going to you just going to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that I'm doing, and I'm exhausted because I'm tired of so many things that I got to do, so many things that I'm responsible for, and I'm just like, Lord Jesus, please give me the strength. Give me the strength, Lord, to continue to keep going on. And I still do the same thing. Like I still get up, I still exercise, I still go to work, try to put a smile on my face and just, try to keep my business out of the workplace and just everything. But like I said, as far as me being homeless, I wouldn't really care if the whole world knew I was homeless. I'm not embarrassed about that. Like if something ever got to my job and somebody found out at work, I'm not going to get fired because I'm homeless. I still show up for work every day. I still show up to work on time. I'm still doing my job. So if even if my job found out I was homeless, I don't care. Like if they find out, they just find out. What's the worst that can happen to me? What people? Oh, she's homeless. That's the worst they can do. Gossip. So what? You gossip. So what? I already told the world. The world already knows. I'm not embarrassed about my situation. It is what it is. I got more people that support me, more people that send me cash apps that are strangers that support what I'm doing. So I'm not doing anything wrong. But of course, I got the trolls that come in and say the stuff they say. When you do social media, you got to be prepared for. You got to have a strong skin, number one, because the troll is going to come in and call you names. They're going to say you ugly. They're going to say you fat. They're going to say you skinny. They're going to say you ugly. They're going to say you look like so and so. They're going to say I look like. I get all those comments all the time, and I don't have low self esteem about myself. So I don't feel critical about what I see in the mirror. I'm fine with looking at myself in the mirror every day. So I love myself. So go bother somebody that probably, I'm not telling them to go bother someone, but you can't bark over here at me because I don't suffer from low self. There might be things in my life that I feel low about, but my self esteem and my appearance is not one of them. So let's try something new. Good morning. How are you? I always hope everyone is different. Eviction for what? Yeah, you can get evicted for a lease violation. In your lease, you have stipulations and things that you're supposed to follow, and I didn't follow them, so I got evicted, and I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it is. Maybe one day I will, but right now I'm not. Right now it's not the time to talk about that. I tell my story as I go along. I have a lot of things that I have planned, so a lot of stuff I can't say. But one day y'all gonna get the whole background of everything. One day, but now it's not the time. Sometimes you have to get over certain things in order to get healing, right? But now is not the time for me to start putting stuff out there because I'm going to put things out there in different kind of ways in the future. In the future, in the future. Sometimes your testimony can't be always told. Sometimes you might have to write a book. Who knows? Who knows what the future is going to hold for me? But I just focus my channel around me being a homeless woman, me being living inside a homeless shelter, and being in a homeless shelter with a whole bunch of crazy women. It's not for the weak of heart. Pay your bills, pay your rent. If you have a place, you are lucky, you're blessed. If you have a warm apartment to go home to every night, if you have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, a girlfriend, somebody that love and care for you, be grateful for those people because a lot of people don't have that. If you have a beautiful family, treat your family great. Treat them with kindness. Care for your family because I'm telling you, there's people out there that don't have that unit. So if you have that, you're very blessed if you have a good family. You have a good person that loves you, a woman that takes care of you and makes sure you going to work and make sure you got a nice hot lunch to have. She love and care for you, man. You better stop. You better treat her right, because I'm telling you, another man will. Another person will. What you not treating right, somebody else out there will. So y'all better watch it. If you got a good family, you better take advantage. I learned while in the hospital. I'm on Dr. J. How you doing, sis? Salute to the beautiful queen in the chat. Amen to the beautiful queens in the chat. How you doing, Dr. J? What's going on, sister? I wasn't even gonna go live today, y'all, but something was like, no, go live, because it's my goal to go live every single day, like I've been doing. I'm not gonna do no changing around here. We're not changing up. We're not switching up. We're not changing nothing. We're gonna continue on what I'm doing. Some days I come on here and I'm like, I don't feel like talking. I don't have nothing to say. I always got something to say. I always have something to say, and it's gonna be a great morning. It's gonna be a good one. Good one. Just to put the encouragement out there, man. I'm not always perfect. Some days, like I think I did. One day I didn't do live. I think it was Monday. I don't remember what day it was, but one of these days this week I did not go live because I just didn't feel like it, you know. But I said, no, this is my routine. This is what I've been doing for since I've been homeless. Something was like, no, we live stream it every day, and I push it to the limit, right? So I would do a live stream in the morning, and this was in the beginning when I was like, oh, I want to get monetized. I want to get monetized, but it wasn't something that I was like going crazy about. Like, oh God, I gotta get monetized. I gotta get. That wasn't my goal. My goal was to reach people, talk to the homeless, talk to people about this homeless lifestyle, because this is not a lifestyle that anybody want to live. I'm a homeless woman that's drug free, and I'm living this homeless lifestyle. But when you live in this lifestyle, you see a lot of people that's not drug free. You see people that's in addictions. They're in their addictions and they're homeless. So that affects me in some type of way. Like, right? The other shelter, I don't see too much drugs activity. I do see a lady in there. She's drunk. She come in drunk a lot, but she's not in my room, so I don't really care. But the other homeless shelter, there was a lady in there. She was a dope fiend. You could tell she was fiending out, and certain days I would notice that, just weird stuff. And I would be like, well, why is the homeless shelter allowing this lady to come in here and be in tweaking out and stuff like that? And the girls would complain, and um, the chick was high on drugs, and I said, y'all need to be sending her to a rehab, not a homeless shelter. She don't need to be around us. She needs to be in a rehab. But when it comes to rehab, people have to want it. They have to want to go for themselves. So that's what I have to remember, that they have to want to go to rehab for themselves. That's it. You can't just send them off to rehab. And that's what I learned. I said, she has to want to go. And if she doesn't want to go, she's probably eventually going to be out here overdosing for herself. And she's an older woman too. So her body, when you get older, over 50, even over 40, even over like, it doesn't matter what age you are. Drug is a drug. But as your body gets older and more frailer, and you sit out here doing dope, you're killing yourself slowly, sis. But she's addicted, so nothing you can do about that. I pray for her. I hope she can find herself out of it. But don't you get tired of that lifestyle, man? That lifestyle of getting up every morning chasing drugs. Like, haven't you lost enough? I be looking at these people. I worked in the drug rehabilitation. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I worked in a drug rehab, and there would be guys that would leave that rehab, and they would go home and overdose. As soon as they got home, they getting high, and they end up dying. So I seen it all. I seen it all with a lot of these people, and it's sad, you know. But it's me looking from the outside in, because I don't do drugs, right? I do drink. I'm a social drinker, you know. If I some weekends I might have me a glass of wine or something like that. I am a social drinker, but it's not to the alcohol point where I feel like I need it every day. Like, you know, I had one of my sisters that live in Georgia. She's she's my biological sister, but we're not cool right now. Me and her had a falling out, and I know y'all be like, yo, you always falling out with somebody. I mean, people are who they are, right? Sometimes you're not gonna get along with everybody, and sometimes everybody is gonna be your family. I somehow seem to get along with people at work sometimes more than I get along with my kin folks, right? And that's just how it happens sometimes. But one of my sisters in Georgia, one time I remember she said to me over the phone, we was having a conversation, and I found out that when me and this sister talked, right, over the phone, when I was going through this stuff in the beginning, like my 2 years, losing my apartment and stuff like that, I was talking to her a lot. And she was always drinking, and I would be like, oh, let me get me a glass of wine. I'm just talking to my sister. But I noticed myself, every time I talked to her, I noticed myself, I was drinking too. And I was like, hold up. And then when my sister told me this, she was like, she craved for alcohol. And I said, oh God. I didn't say this to her, but I'm like, sis, you need to stop that drinking. I think she's an alcoholic. Because when she said she craved it, that means you think you want it, you need it. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I said, sis, me and her end up falling out too. I know y'all be like, what kind of person are you? Because you fall out with everybody. I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds bad, but I guarantee you I'm a good person. And I'm not sitting here pointing a finger and stuff. A relationship is a two-way street. Even a relationship with a sister, a brother, it's a push and a pull. It's a pull and a tug. But when I don't feel the love from my family members, I get mad. When I don't feel the love, and I'm not asking you for anything. I'm not asking you for money. I didn't even ask my family, Kay, can I stay with you? When I'm not asking you for anything, but I don't feel that you're loving me properly, and you my family, you my sister, you my brother, I got some problems with that. I'm sorry, I just do. You're supposed to love me unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. They don't know how to. Some people don't know how to give love back. You know what I mean? So a relationship with your sister, your brother, your best friend is the push and the pull. Like I had one of my good friends. She lived in another state. I try to make sure I reach out to her weekly, not just send her a text. I call her, hey sis, how you doing? She said the other day, oh, I was in the hospital. She was the one that's supposed to be evicting her son, which I don't think she's doing that anymore. I think she kind of, changed her mind because oh, it's cold out here. I don't want my son. But your son is going to be disrespecting you again in 3 months. Give it 3 months. He's going to manifest that anger again. But I told her, I said, you do what you want to do. But I feel like you need to put him out, let him see how the cold streets are for like a month or a couple of weeks. And then, as he apologizes, you can bring him back home. I'm not saying put your son out on the streets, but if he's being disrespectful to you, cursing you out, calling you B words and stuff, he'd be out my freaking house. I'm sorry. Bye. Bye. You want to disrespect your mom? You can hit the road, Jack. You can hit the road. You can see how hard. I tell her, I said, listen, you need to tell your son, look at me. I'm homeless and living in a homeless shelter. I have to obey the rules of the shelter, or guess what? I'm out. You have to obey the rules of the household, or you're out. She got a beautiful home. She got a good job. She makes really good money. And I told her, I said, first of all, your son need to be working. He don't need to be laying on his mama while she paying for his college tuition and all that. I told her, I said, he should have a job somewhere at a sneaker store, a mall. Like, he should be responsible for something. So, okay, let's say this. I know he got a cell phone because everybody got a cell phone. Who's paying the cell phone bill? Who's paying the cell phone bill? You probably, right? He needs to be paying his own damn cell phone bill, which meaning that's a form of responsibility. If he want to talk to his friends and surf the internet, you need to pay your cell phone bill. And I told her, I said, he needs to have a job. She was like, oh, but I want him to get educated. That's all and great. He needs to have a part-time job. That's all well and good. But if these kids get a certain age and they have no work ethic and stuff, that's going to only help him grow. But that's her son, so if you want to baby him, I mean, you do your thing, but it's not going to really help you. Because he's going to be one of those kids that's going to be entitled. He's going to feel like he's entitled to your money. So, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm only a homeless person. People be like, what do you know? You don't got no place. I mean, well, I still do have thoughts and stuff. I feel the way I feel about certain things. Why do I look like a person, but then it's really not? I still have thoughts and I can still feel. I still have feelings. But I try to tell her so she's not hurting herself. And I said, sis, you need to let your son get a job, honey. He needs to work. He needs to know what it feels like to get out here every day and go to work. Even though he's getting out every day and going to school, that's great. But he still needs to have that responsibility of having, being responsible for paying his cell phone bill. I know you probably paying his bill, but I try to tell her so she's not hurting herself because I think she's hurting herself and she's setting herself up. Oh, that's my baby. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I got babies too. But guess what? I'll throw you out in the street if you're not acting right. If you want to call me a B word, you can go. Good morning. I've been in 2 shelters with my kids. Well, at least you're not in the shelter no more, no more. That's good. Good morning, everybody. I'm doing good, man. Ooh, I see 26 people watching me. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? If you guys are new here, let me know you're new here. And let me know how you found my channel. I pretty much do the same freaking thing every morning. I get myself ready for the gym, get me some coffee, and I go to work afterwards. My day is not complete unless I'm doing some kind of physical activity. I have to do some type of cardio. I have to lift a few dumbbells. You know what I mean? I gotta do something for my mental health, really. I gotta do something for myself, child, because guess what? Life is hard, okay? And nobody gonna save you. Nobody's saving me. Nobody's going to save you. Shoot, ain't nobody saving me from my damnation. I gotta save myself, right? Ain't that how it work? Ain't that how it work? I gotta get it out the mud. Ain't that what the young kids are saying nowadays? You gotta get it out the mud, mommy. I gotta get it out the mud, honey. I can't be sitting around here crying. I mean, I do cry sometimes, but girl, I gotta get it together. I gotta get my life together, honey. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing because guess what? Out here in this cold world, don't nobody give a crap about you, baby. If you find somebody that care and love you, that's why I be like, listen, if y'all married, y'all got a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, y'all better treat her with respect, man. Y'all better treat her right because guess what? There's somebody out here waiting to take that spot. It's hard to find a partnership out here with someone. It's hard. That's a hard thing to do. That's why a lot of people are single and they okay with being single. Like I'm single, but I want a man if I could get one. But guess what? He's gonna have to be a good man. He ain't gonna be on any old thing. Oh, some women just settle for any old guy and just to say that they have a man. I'm not that woman. He gonna have to come with something decent. He gonna have to come with something decent. You can't just be out here getting with any old body. Even for men, you can't be out here getting with any old kind of woman. If she don't got no goals and she not working and she's not stable, don't do it. Don't do it. Even with me. I had people offer me, hey, you can stay with me, but we already know what that's gonna end up to be like, right? I'm not gonna try to move in with no man knowing he gonna want some smacks. Like, nah, I'm not stupid. One guy offered. I got a few offers. You can come stay with me and all this. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I didn't had a lot of bad roommate situations and stuff. I said, nah, I'm not gonna just move in with a guy because he said he got a room. Because I already know his room is gonna turn into my room too. We already know how that's going. He gonna want something. He wants something in return. So I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna get it out the mud on my own. I'm gonna get it out the mud. Good morning, everybody. Charmaine Martin, how you doing? Denise says she's been in 2 shelters with my kids. How old are your kids right now? Good morning, everybody. Rhonda, Dr. J is here. Annie is here. King Granson is here. Hello, how are you? Yanni, Miss Thomas. How you doing, Miss Thomas? What's going on? I blocked a lot of people the other day. There was a psychopathic lady that came in here. It was a crazy woman the other day. I had to block her. Child, I gotta be to work at I gotta be to work today at noon. But I'm happy to go back to work, y'all. One thing I don't do is I don't mind working. I really don't mind working. So working works for me, baby. Working works for me. Even though I be talking about my job like a dog. I think we all do. We all talk about our jobs, right? And we be like, because some people are like, well, if you don't like it, then quit. I said, well, you're too ahead of yourself right now. I'm not quitting this. Well, quit because I don't like it. Nah, I like my job actually. I just don't like a lot of the people that I have to work with. Those are the ones I really, despise. The people I have to work with because they really be in there trying me, honey. They really be trying me. People at work really be trying me. I get to work and I see this particular guy that I'm not really a fan of. And I be like, damn, he's here today. And then he'll come over to the desk, like, hi, how you doing? I say, hey. I be trying to, I think he know I don't like him too, but he be coming over trying to be funny. You know, some people at work, they may know you don't really like them like that, but they come over and try to rub it in your face. Like, I know she don't like me, but I'm gonna go say hi. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying hi to people. I speak to people at the job that I don't particularly like all the time because it's the professional thing to do. But I don't go out of my way to find them. So I don't go out of my way to find these people. But I'm trying to get to my hour live stream and then I can go into this gym and work out. So I'm at 45. I got about 15 more minutes. Yes, yes. Good morning, everybody. My oldest daughter is 32. My son is 26. And I was pregnant with my youngest when we were in the shelter. And she's now 23. God has been good. Amen. Good for you, Denise. Glad to see that you've made it out. Good to see you made it out of this lifestyle, because homeless shelter lifestyle, honey, is not something that you should want to live. This lifestyle sucks. But it's all about how you deal with it, you know. I'm taking everything in stride, and I know that God has something for me. There's gonna be a program or something that's gonna come through that's gonna help me get on my feet faster, you know. Because a lot of the times at the shelters, there's not really much help anymore. Because you know, a lot of these counselors and stuff in these shelters, they're not really doing their job, man. I'm like, damn, what do y'all get paid for? You pay you a counselor, you know? But nowadays they want you to, you know, put your foot forward, which is fine. I don't mind. I've been putting my foot forward, but the help is really not out there no more like that. They want you to put, you know, they want you to do it. And I'm like, I work full time and stuff. So, but like I said, I'm not in a way where I'm able to, go find an apartment anyway. I can't do that right now. Because like I said, I need the finances. So when the finances improve, then I'll be able to go and apply for an apartments and stuff. And I know that God is going to send me in the direction that I need to go into to find what I need to find. So it's all going to happen. You get to where you need to be in due time. I'm just saying. Hold on and don't let go. I gotta find my other sneaker. I'm gonna find my Adidas sneakers because I got these hard sneakers, these Nikes, but they're rough on my feet when I'm exercising. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling, honey. No, no, no. No, no, and no. You get to where you need to be. I'm just in the back of my car trying to find stuff. But it's a blessing that you was in homeless, you was in the shelter, you got yourself out. How amazing. What an amazing testimony. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just wear these. I don't have time. It'd be too cold to be out here playing around in the car. It'd be too cold to be out here playing. I'm really just trying to find my other Adidas sneaker, but I don't know where they at. So a sis gotta just do what a sis gotta do. A sis gotta do what a sis gotta do. I know Planet Fitness hate to see me coming. They be like, damn, she's back again. She's back again. I remember the other day, one of the ladies at the Planet Fitness said something to me. She was like, you know, you can't wear Crocs in here. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not working out with these. I worked out with Crocs one time, but I was doing yoga, so I was on my mat. But I guess for insurance reasons, they clock you at the door. Sometimes they'll be like, you know, you can't wear Crocs in here. She was nice about it the way she said it, but I was like, oh yeah, I know. I had told her I had sneakers in my I said I got sneakers in my bag. I said I'm aware that we can't wear Crocs because you know Crocs are not safe. I understand. I completely understand. Especially for Planet Fitness, their insurance purposes, because they don't want nobody getting hurt in there. Because, you know, it's going to be a lawsuit for them. And I get it. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Trust me, I get it. I don't really want to wear these hard sneakers, but they still hard. I had these sneakers for a couple of years, and they still they just feel tough on my feet. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling. But now I'm hot because I'm in a car and I had to turn off the heat. It just got too hot. So sometimes I enjoy the coldness because it feels good. But and of course I didn't charge my cell phone battery. This laptop, not my iWatch, this Apple Watch thing. And this thing needs to be charged literally every day. And I'm just like, I charge too many days. My phone, my laptop, my this, my that. Child, it all can be just too much. It all could be just too overwhelming. People lift weights barefoot. I know, but we're not really supposed to. I would never walk on that. So I do get on, when I get on my yoga mat, I'm not barefoot. I just keep my socks on. Of course, I'm sliding around and stuff like that. But I do see some people lift weights barefooted. But these sneakers that I have, these Nikes, I don't know where my other Adidas are. Y'all know Adidas, those soft ones. I like, when I'm exercising, I like to have the soft shoes that almost feel like you're wearing slippers. I like that feeling. Because these Nikes that I have on, they're rough. They feel rough on my feet. And I don't like that feeling because I feel like it's damaging my feet when I'm exercising and stuff. I just feel like I don't have like a lot of space in them. So I really particularly don't like them. But I'm here and it is what it is at this point, right? It kind of is what it is, guys. I'm not really a big fan, but I gotta get in the back of my car and see. Gotta open that back up. Let's see if I can find my shoe. Maybe I can find my Adidas. And everything gonna fall out. Where's my keys? I don't even know. Where's all my stuff? Oh, it's in here. I see it. I see it. I want to find my Adidas because my Adidas are soft. They're soft on my feet. I feel like I'm wearing slippers when I wear those Adidas. So that's what I'm looking for. My Adidas sneakers, slippers. Where is my shoe? Where is my shoe? Where are you hiding at? I can't find it. Oh, well, I can't be sitting around here trying to figure this out all day. Come on now, girl. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ is Lord. I lost my Adidas shoe. Don't go. No. Oh, well. Gosh. I don't see how. It's too cold out there. It's far too cold out there, Billy. Good morning, everybody. Then we got transitional housing in an apartment owned by my church. We moved into our apartment. They gave us. I moved in. They gave me the rest. Oh, that's what's up. They saved that out of the money I paid, which was third of my rent at the time. Oh, good. People, good. What a blessing. Oh, what a blessing. My soul is resting. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free. I am free. Praise chosen me. My soul is resting. That's the church I came from, honey. I came from the old school, the old mothers. I came from the old school church moms. Them old mothers, they used to be in the church. They used to beat us when we was out of line. They used to whip us in the church. And mom ain't said darn thing. Yo, I found my case, my glasses case. So I went to the, what is it called? What do you call these people that be doing our glasses and stuff? Uh, what's their professional name? Um, so I went to the glasses place yesterday. Asked the lady. I said, "Can I get these replaced?" She was like, "Well, you don't have a warranty on these glasses anymore." So she said you would have to pay out of pocket. And she said me paying out of pocket would be like almost $300. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I could tie some, put some, I could put some tape on them bad boys." But I could also go to Amazon and I got my prescription. So there's websites that I can go and get my prescription filled and pay cheaper for them. I said, "Sis, do I look like I'm about to pay you $300 for some cheap glasses?" Like, nah, I'm okay. Did you ever sing at your church? You have a nice voice. No, I never sung. I sang in the choir when I was little, but I don't sing. Sing praises unto our God. But I sung in the choir when I was a kid. I do have a nice voice, don't I? Don't I? I just sing now in my car pretty much when it's just me. I sing to I sing praise and worship and stuff like that. But I ain't perfect now. I am not perfect now. I am not perfect, baby. By any means. I have my days. I have my days. I have my days. No, I cannot find my other sneaker. What is happening in the world? I got stuff all over the place now. My soul is resting. It's just free. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. So I gotta find me another church, y'all. Told y'all, me and my sister kind of got into it, so I have to leave. I mean, I don't have to leave, and I really don't want to leave, but I feel like if I stay, in that church, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be triggered. I'm gonna be wanting to, if I see her with the fake waving of the hands and all that crap that most people be doing in church, you just get sick of it. So I don't want to see her. So it's best for me to move on, find my own place, of worship. I don't know where my sneaker is, y'all. I can't find it. My Adidas is in here. No, it's not in here. Got my iron. Can't find it. Where are you? What is going on? I think somebody got in my car and stole my Adidas. There's only one sneaker that I cannot find. And I don't really want to wear these hard shoes. Optometry, yeah. Optometry, yes. I was there yesterday and she was like, "Well, if you want some new glasses, you're out of warranty." And I was like, "Okay." Because I have two pair. The old pair that broke is the ones that I had for maybe a couple of years, but so I got to call her back and say, "Well, I know these are probably under warranty and those are broke too." So, and I'm not really a contact lens type of girl. I don't really want to stick anything in my eyes. So, but I need my glasses because I be at work just squinting at the screen. I use a computer for my job, so I can see the dollar signs. As long as that money is straight, it shouldn't really be a problem. I said I can see the screen. They be at my job trying to clown me like, "Oh, where's your glasses, girl?" I said, "Well, they're broke." But I can find I can find something on Amazon and I can get some glasses. I'm just not paying $300 for them. I can get some cheap ones as long as they have my prescription. Because the guy at the job was like, hey, you can use mine. I said, you can't be using someone else's prescription. It'll make my eyes worse. It'll make my eyes worse. Why would I use someone else's prescription? Does that even sound right? Like, I'm looking at him like, there was another lady that told me that. She was like, oh, you can use mine. I'm like, you can't use another person's prescription. I need to use my prescription. The prescription that the doctor wrote for my eyes. I can't just be using yours. That's not going to do any, that's not going to help me with my eyes. It's only going to make it worse. And my eyes are not bad. Like, I can see. But sometimes when I'm looking at a computer screen, it looks like it's a blur. It looks blurry. But I still can see, you know what I mean? And I don't even mess with the eye doctors like that. Because every year that I go, I think I have to see them every 2 years. So the last time I saw them, she was like, oh, your eyes didn't get worse. Your eyes are still the same, which is good. So they're not getting worse, which is great. But I don't want to keep going to y'all and y'all talking about y'all want to keep increasing my prescription. I'm good at the site I'm at now, and I don't ever want them to try to keep telling me, oh, you need to get a deeper prescription, because I don't want to keep doing that. So I want to stay where I'm at, because I don't trust doctors and I don't believe everything that they say. So I don't be trusting them. I'll be looking at them with the side eye, like, huh? Because I know they in it for the money. So most of the time when they're in it for the money, they're going to try to give you medication. And because when I went to the dentist the other day, I got a root canal. And you know, after the end of a root canal, they might give you some ibuprofen or something to take. And she was like, I'm just going to get you some ibuprofen. Because of course, when the root canal was over, I was in a little bit of pain, but it wasn't nothing that was like serious pain or anything like that. So she's like, I want to write you a prescription and you gotta go pick it up. Don't you know they've been stalking me to pick up this prescription? Like, oh, if you don't pick it up today, it's going to go back. I'm like, I don't care. I don't need it anyway. I'm not in pain. I was in pain at the moment, but I understand the system. And then wanting us to pick up our prescriptions and all that. I know the game. I know the game all too well. I said, I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all need for me to pick up my prescription so y'all can get y'all cut. I understand. But if I don't need it, I just don't need it. If I don't need it, sis, I don't need it, sis. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all, I can't wait till the holidays are over. I'm ready for the holidays to be a thing of the past because I'm over this. I'm over this holiday stuff. I'm over the holiday stuff, but if I had my apartment, I would have a Christmas tree up. I would. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. That's how I know when I touch down and I get settled, y'all, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a homecoming. It's going to be so emotional for me when I move into a new place, because I've been in this crap for 2 years and it seemed like it's been 20 months and 20 years and 30 years. And child, I just can't wait to touch down and get better. I can't wait until this is over. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so proud of myself. Because I'm proud of myself now. I pat myself on the back every single day and I'm like, girl, like, you're doing good, man. You gotta encourage yourself. You can't wait for somebody else to say, hey, you're doing a good job now. Since I'm doing a good job and I know this. I know this much is true, right? Because if you're going to sit around and wait for somebody else to say, hey, you're doing a good job, girl, you got to stay confident within yourself, sis. Forget what other people saying. They call me bums and all types of names. So what? Let people talk and say what they want to say about you. They call me all kind of names. Do you think I'm caring about that? Do you think I'm caring? Good morning. How you doing, CJ? 58, 48. What's going on? They increased the strength. Did you read The Dark Young? Did you read In the Dark Young? No, I didn't read. How am I going to read In the Dark Young? What? Temporarily. Optometry, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go into this gym, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. When I get off work tonight, I will be going live again, so y'all just look out for that. I get off work at pretty late. I don't know. I'm gonna go live on my journey back to the shelter. So I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys all have an awesome Tuesday. I'll talk to you guys soon. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for the donations that I get on my Cash App. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you guys soon. I hope y'all all have an awesome day, and come back, because I'm live every day. I'm live in the morning and I go live in the afternoon every single day. So come back, chop it up with me, say hello, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.